So, hello. Wait, yes, we're definitely live.
Oh,
so,
we're live now. Wow.
we're live now. Yeah. Well, anyway, welcome to the Slam Jam Championship Wrestling Show. I am David. Gav, say hello to the people.
I'm Gav.
Yes,
I was
and
going to do that.
today,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure. It kind of looks like I'm somewhere between on the wrestling show like this. You know, it's either that I'm a big Walking Dead fan. You know,
Yeah.
I might be a Jim Ross fan. Could be a JBL fan. You know, you might think I'm about to do the YMCA. I'm not quite sure. But today, this is here for Chuck Norris. I tip my hat to you, sir. So, gosh, he was 86. I wouldn't have guessed that, to be honest. Yeah,
No,
it kind of makes sense. But I would have probably said, oh, he's about 72 or something like that. But I guess
I thought we were about the same age as well.
About that age, it's weird. Yeah. But like, I know this isn't like the purpose of the show. Chuck Norris was in WWE at least at one point, not in WWE, but he was like, was he like a special referee or something? In like
around that time with the two Undertakers, wasn't it? Was it around that time?
I don't think it was the two. It was around that time. I don't think he was like. Well, it wasn't Undertaker versus Undertaker with Chuck Norris. I'm sure I would remember that.
No, I was going to say.
Hang on, wasn't it a thing? Do you remember when everyone attacks the Undertaker?
Yeah.
Prevent that from happening. Didn't the Undertaker like have Chuck Norris stop anyone from interfering?
See, that's what I'm thinking of, but my brain is so bad, so you're gonna have to. Yeah. So around the Royal Rumble kind of time.
Chuck Norris
Yokozuna.
Okay.
Yoko? I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Oh, hang on. So Chuck Norris is the special outside referee, Survivor Series 1994. Right. During a casket match between Undertaker and Yokozuna. So obviously, but this was the rematch, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So like people tried to interfere, and Chuck Norris did his Walker Texas Ranger stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Legend.
Right. And lots of people are already doing, you know, Chuck Norris, I'm sure. I don't know. I think he kind of he obviously had nothing to do with those jokes coming up about him. About Chuck Norris can do this and that, but I think he embraced it in the end.
Yeah.
So I think, Chuck Norris has got a unique, like, death where it's sad, obviously, but it's also that people are like, he's kicking death's ass now, or you know, he's ascended, and this world was not powerful enough for Chuck Norris and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, outside of...
I was going to say, I don't think Chuck Norris went up to heaven. I think he dragged it down to us.
There you go. I wish. Right, now, this week, I have officially returned to AEW for the first time properly in a long time. I watched AEW Revolution.
Yeah.
It was a long show.
How long was that?
It was like, God, it was like 4 or 5 hours long. Like, I remember at one point, I like sort of paused it. It took me like 3 days to watch it, Gav. Right. Wow. At one point, I paused it, and I was only like halfway through, and it said, I swear I was like on 3 hours, but it might have included the pre-show on it as well.
Oh, right.
So,
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so did you see any of the AEW pay-per-view?
No, I didn't. No, unfortunately not. I wanted to.
Let's hold until Dave inevitably shows up, because apparently he's got big opinions on it. Really? But have you seen Raw this week? We are gearing up towards WrestleMania.
Yes, I have. Raw was actually, I can't remember it now. It's really bad. I just remember the main event.
Okay, well, so the big moments from Raw was Seth coming out at the beginning, Heyman coming out, and Brock destroying. Oh, then Brock coming out, obviously, destroying all of Seth's clone, and then Oba coming out and not destroying Brock, but dominating Brock.
Yeah,
you know, he picked him up like he was nothing, basically.
That was crazy how he just hoisted him up like that.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
And slammed him down. And one of the things that I didn't notice this at the time, because it was like, 2:00 in the morning, or whatever. But apparently Brock was directing traffic. It's like, put your foot on me. Did you hear about this?
I saw, I heard about it.
I didn't spot Brock do it, but I tried to watch it. I was like, did he say this?
I need to rewatch it to see. But you know what? Michael Cole on that call. That was crazy. Like, he was like,
holy shit. Right. Yeah. That was great.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, that was really good. But yeah, okay, so that was the only thing about that was kind of weird is they had that they WWE sometimes do this where they'll like blur different storylines like segment into segment. Right. So Seth came out and then Heyman came out, which led Brock to coming out, and I guess they were trying to tease that it was going to be Seth versus Brock at Mania.
Yeah.
But then obviously Heyman's issue with Seth then kind of, Brock just isn't going to help him, I guess. It'll be like Brock's now got something else to deal with.
Yeah.
And then so Oba came out, and the one thing that's unfortunate about that though is Brock had already just been in, he was gassed out by the time Oba came in. When you see Brock, and maybe they give that to Brock, so it's like, oh, I wasn't completely.
I was about to say, you got to protect him.
It protects him a little bit, but they could have just had Oba come out and like dominate him. And
no, we don't want that. No, we don't want that yet. Not until WrestleMania. Like, I was actually surprised that they went that far.
Well, yeah, exactly.
For that, but I guess you need the build up for that match. So,
how long is it until Mania?
A few weeks, is it 4 weeks or 3 weeks?
WrestleMania 42. What date is that actually happening? So April 19th. So literally, 18th and 19th. So a month this week, basically.
Right. Okay.
So I'm sure they'll have Brock have more appearances between then. What I don't want Brock to do is to turn up when Oba's having a match and cost him a match, because he doesn't need that.
No.
But yeah, you could have like Brock turn up and destroy Oba. Well, not destroy, but you know what I mean. Just like
on the brink of
do something sort of like put his foot on him and stuff like this. That's what you could build up to that. That was obviously the match teased from the Royal Rumble, and it'll be good to see at Mania what they do. And Oba probably has to win this, because if he doesn't, it'll be like, what's the point?
I think he should, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if we've been thrown off with. I don't know if you heard about the whole thing about where Brock and Paul Heyman rumor mill saying that we don't want Brock to lose until Minnesota, like when he's supposed to retire. So,
oh God, I don't want it to be Gunther.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. So someone like Obafemi, you could have lose to Lesnar, and then they have another match where he gets his win back.
Yeah.
And that's Brock's retirement. But even then, that's just literally that would just be like, well, we need a third match to decide it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think if I was booking it, I'd probably have Oba win this one. I think I would go the 3 matches.
Yeah, and then you could have Brock win along the way, and then it would just be like, oh, well, who's winning if it's going to be his retirement match?
Yeah.
As long as it's not Gunther, I'm happy. So I just don't want everyone's retirement to just be the same story. It's just
exactly. When's it going to end? That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that was the start of the show. Obviously, the other big thing from it was we had another confrontation between Roman and Punk.
Yeah.
And the big moment from that, which again was apparently a controversy, was Roman got out the ring and then supposedly looked really weak because Punk got out and said, like, get back in, and he did or something.
Really?
Yeah, so...
that's right. Yeah. I didn't think much of that. That was just a wrestling angle, that bit. And what I didn't like, which again, I can't understand. I understand because of wrestling, but I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
Was CM Punk going off on being called old? Like,
exactly. He called him old, and yeah. Like, how old is Roman compared to Punk.
Punk's
Like,
around
is
about
Punk
40.
50?
No, he's about 47, 48, maybe.
Okay, Roman's
probably 42.
is 40. Roman is 40.
Right,
He'll
okay.
be so in a couple of months he'll be 41.
Right.
And Punk. And the crazy thing is, like, Roman's a part-timer and Punk is 47.
All right,
His birthday
47.
in October,
Yeah.
so there'll be literally 6 and a bit years between them.
Exactly. And like the thing is as well, like, why is CM Punk, like, he's been through all this stuff with himself, like he's battled everything, and you're telling me old is what's going to break you? And it's just, the thing is as well with CM Punk, he doesn't dye his beard. He actually accepts it? And I think he even said as well,
exactly. There you go.
He accepts getting older. He's doing it gracefully. So what's the point? I don't know.
Gracefully, Gav. Like, I mean, I think the joke around him is that he ironically looks like the biggest drug addict in the company. Like the bags under the eyes, But
well, I understand it as well because, like, again, with the whole wrestling analogy, I always got taught like you can't talk bad about your opponent. So you're supposed to build your opponent up. Because, like, say for instance, if I say I'm in the ring with this beaten old man, what happens if the beaten old man beats me? Then I've been beaten by the beaten old man. Yeah. So, like, I've got to put the guy over to actually make it mean that someone beat me, if that makes sense. So
yeah. So no, that makes complete sense. Do you know what? One of the weird things is when Chris Jericho was first in AEW, his promo style somewhat changed, and he was really putting over his opponents.
Yeah.
And I think it must have been that same mentality.
Yeah.
Because, like, especially with, like, they were bringing in, like, Juventud Guerrera for him to wrestle. And if it's just like, who's this washed up hack? It'd be like, well, so what? You beat him. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you beat him then, it doesn't
and then obviously there's the classic Bret Hart El Dandy promo.
Yeah.
It's like El Dandy is a hell of a wrestler,
There's that, I guess. Because then again, like, when Punk hit Roman went down to an old man now,
Yeah.
So it's a bit silly.
Yeah. No, that's it. That's a good point. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what more they can do with it, because the weird thing was last week it was Jimmy Uso that knocks down Punk, and I was like, oh, okay, there's Jimmy's gonna lay down for Punk in a week's time or something like this. But obviously this week they just had Roman, and then whether or not Roman's on the show every week up until now, they can always have Punk in the ring. But to be honest, I would not risk Punk being in another match before this pay-per-view.
No, I wouldn't.
Because he, like, as to quote Ambrose, fragile body, fragile mind. It's like, if he gets injured now, I don't know how you suddenly pivot to Seth taking his spot or something.
No, we don't need like another title defense or anything. Just get to Mania. But the thing is, are we going to always have like these kind of promos all the way to WrestleMania? That's the other thing. Is it going to get stale?
Yeah, it probably will get stale. But so this is where they can use, because there was still the aspect of Jimmy and Jay have to handle what they're handling with Punk themselves. Yeah. And so they can milk that, but as long as it doesn't end up in a match.
I think it probably will. I think it'll be a 3-way match, because it'll be
Jimmy, Jay, and Punk.
No, it'll be Jimmy.
That's a handicap.
Couldn't they coexist?
Yeah.
But like the Vision, you got the Vision there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Punk can't really tag with the Vision, can he? So
no. So you could always put Punk with Jimmy and Jay, and they could walk out on him. But then they've turned heel.
Yeah, exactly.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Because who's the face? Like,
that's the thing in all of this.
Face. Yeah.
Who do you think is the face in this so far?
Well, I'm a Punk guy regardless, so so that makes it challenging. But Yeah, well, they both kind of are. Like, they haven't done any. Neither of them have done anything to actually be the heel.
I think in all of this so far, and I am a Punk guy as well. I am a Roman guy too, but the ones, even my fingers disappearing. But I think. Sorry about that. I think Punk has probably been the more heel in this, personally.
Maybe he might be like the whole thing about Seeker.
Right.
Yeah, I genuinely don't like when they bring in stuff like that about family or death. You know, family's fine, but not about people that have passed away.
And the rumor is that Punk disallowed any talk about Larry. So it's just like, you can talk about my dead dad, but I can't bring up your dog. Like, it's your dog more.
His dog only just died, so I kind of get that. But at the same time, I wouldn't let someone speak about one of my immediate family either. I'd be like, no, for me, I'd say that's out of bounds if someone's passed away. Because look at the whole thing with Charlotte a few years ago about Reed Flair, and Rick was genuinely pissed off about it.
Exactly.
And
it's always a hard one.
The craziest one for me was when Randy Orton was bringing up Eddie Guerrero. When he was going to be fighting Ray, I guess. But everything about that is like this. The only way this storyline properly pans out was if Eddie turns up and gets his revenge, and he can't.
Yeah, that's the thing. But the thing is, it's funny because I can see both sides of it. Because I'm like, all right, put the performer hat on. You're still using me in the production and in the build-up. I'm still involved, even though I'm dead. Yeah. I'm still being used to promote this, if that makes sense. Yeah, but to the immediate family, it's not going to be very nice, though.
Interestingly, with Punk, then, when Punk was going against The Undertaker, Paul Bearer died during that storyline.
Yeah.
And they used it, immediately. So it's tricky. It's a tricky situation there. Yeah. I can't remember what the hell else happened on Raw this week.
Yeah, what else did you have?
I've been watching.
I'm saying that. That was funny. When Roman said to Punk, "What about your wife? About being part-time?"
Yeah,
because apparently Roman showed up more times than AJ this year.
Okay, I didn't specifically remember that. Yeah, did AJ wrestle on Raw?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was interesting. I expected her to be completely pay-per-view only. Here comes Dev. Dev.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Not bad. How you guys doing?
Good. Dev, your gif of Ober is bothering me because he's just like this, right? You definitely could get a gif which was a complete loop and didn't jump back to the beginning. It's like it lasts a second and a half. But how are you, Dev?
Not bad. Wrestling's been my sleeping pattern has been affected by wrestling because it's consistently good now, so I can't sleep.
Well, this is it. If you watch stuff live, I was just saying to Gav, I've at the top of the show, I was saying that I've got we're in WrestleMania season, so I'm staying up and watching a lot more live because it's I don't want the spoilers. I need to see it. And then this week, because AEW a week ago introduced their My AEW thing, and I thought it works out a good value for the amount of stuff you get. I am back on the AEW ship. So I spent days. I didn't watch this live. I decided the day after the pay-per-view, I was like, shit, I should have bought my AEW then. But I've taken 3 or 4 days to watch that pay-per-view.
I watched the I don't know when I got in through midway. I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched it midway through, but I can't remember which one I started watching with.
What? Which match on AEW?
Yeah, Revolution.
Did you get as far as Andrade El Idolo?
I mean, I watched the entire show, but I didn't know where I started.
Oh, okay.
I think I started midway through.
Okay. Well, cool. Now we are still on the path to WrestleMania. Any thoughts on Raw this week? We were just talking about Raw, and we were trying to collectively remember it. This is one of the other problems about so much wrestling, because Monday feels a lifetime ago now.
It was
so I don't know.
Oh yes,
why,
yeah.
But they've. I think it's because they got rid of Road Dogg. It's ironically enough, it's a lot more attitude era for the past 2 or 3 weeks. It's a lot more bam, 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 action. Like things lead to.
They got rid of Road Dogg.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Right.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of action, and then things that happen in one segment bleed to another.
Yeah, I was just saying to Gav that did it take something away from Oba that Brock was clearly gassed out by the time that Obafemi came to the ring?
No, not at all. As it showed, Brock may be a bit weaker, but it's like to keep him down like that, it had to be slightly weakened, because to have Oba just come in and beat a fresh Lesnar would make less sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think Lesnar should turn up when Oba's in the ring, and they should just have a pull apart, referees, police, stuff like this. They could build this up huge in the next
referees,
month.
Police, the Cult of Seth,
everything,
Cult of Seth,
Mounties.
Oh my God, Brock was destroying the Cult of Seth. He was just throwing them about. Like, I think he tossed one onto the steel steps.
The big one as well.
Yeah.
Did it?
Did you notice that?
The big one is Royce Keys.
Oh, is it?
Apparently, everybody's saying the big one is Royce Keys.
Oh my God, he's like, Tony, take me back. Right? Shit. I'm already just one of the extras.
And catering sucks.
Yeah, catering sucks. Oh, okay. Do you know what? Like, speaking of Tony Khan, did you read this report? He did bid to buy WWE before TKO became a thing. Yeah. He lowballed them. It was like 6.9 billion he offered. 6.9 billion, and that's a lowball offer. That's insane. That's insane. But apparently that was a couple of billion short.
Yeah,
which is crazy. I bet Tony and his dad Shad didn't speak for a week after that. Tony was like, "I wanted an advance on my pocket money." Right?
Like, you already have a wrestling company. I want that one.
I want that one. Yeah.
I want them all.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. How much is Shad Khan worth?
More than Vince.
Yeah, I know, but can you spare $9 billion to buy a wrestling company?
That is change.
Oh yeah, you can.
That is
no, I don't think it's change. Hang on, right? It can't be change, right? He's not. Is Elon Musk a trillionaire yet? Or the guy that owns who's that other rich person that owns
Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
I can't remember his name. Okay, how much money?
Elon Musk. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. Yeah, that's another one. Shad Khan have. Okay, let's find this out. Shad Khan. Oh, it's checking. It's taking forever. Right, but yeah, okay. I'm pleased.
The money he's got.
Yeah, I am pleased. Okay, oh my God! Billion. Wait, 15 billion.
Yeah, 15 billion.
Right.
15 billion. Okay, so imagine you've got $15 billion. You're feeling like pretty smug, and then your kid asks for over half of it for wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Shad, if I was Shad, I'd be taking off the belt. I'd be like, Tony, bend over. We need to teach you just a couple of lessons here.
I'm pretty sure he'll make it back owning two companies.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Wow.
Especially if the price is of WWE at the moment.
But guess how much you paid for ROH?
Oh, do you know what? That's probably what ruined it for him. Because Shad was like, you already have a wrestler. You've already got your all elite wrestling, right?
Yeah.
And Tony's like, fine, I'm going to buy Ring of Honor out of my own pocket. And then he spent like $30 million or whatever he spent.
No.
And then
no. Four.
Or whatever, right? But then it made zero money, right? And so he's like, well, no, the last one made no money. And Tony's like, but this is WWE. And because of Ring of Honor, he blew it. Oh, man.
To be fair, I just checked. Like the original cost of AEW was 100 million, and it's now worth 2 billion. So he made money back.
That is bullshit. Is AEW worth 2 billion? This is just what Dave Meltzer kind of says online. I don't believe whoever said this. I remember when this kind of came out. What is worth 2 billion in AEW? Because look, we're in the UK. With Christian Cage, right? But they had one video game that bombed. I don't think they make action figures anymore, right? What like I don't even think they've got their own T-shirt thing, and now they've created their own version of the WWE network.
It's the biggest seller in AEW right now.
What, in terms of merch?
Merch, yeah.
Danhausen
probably still. Yeah. I don't know who would be a big merch pusher in AEW. Like,
Hangman, Swerve,
Wow.
Hangman Page,
and he's going off for a bit, isn't he, Hangman?
Okay, so look, let's talk a little bit about the results if you're familiar with them, right? Okay. So Hangman Page lost against MJF, and now he can never go for the world title again.
Cody Rhodes.
but like, so when Cody did that. Maybe they had some plan with Cody that they never then got to do that storyline. And so now they're just rebooting it with Adam Page. But maybe. I cannot fathom why he'd do that because Hangman Page ain't going to WWE.
It didn't work for Cody, did it? All the fans booed him. And it just didn't work. And everyone got tired of Cody by the end of it. So I think it's going to be the same result again.
Yeah, like I don't know. Last chance Texas Death Match. I mean, you can always conjure up a reason that whoever, like in a year's time or in 2 years' time, whoever the world champion is injured, and suddenly or something like this, and so a battle royal, like say there was a Royal Rumble. Well, even then, if you were in a Royal Rumble, the prize is to get a world title shot. But if you've agreed that you can never have a world title shot again. If a match that you're in suddenly becomes for the world title and you were already in the match, then you can get around it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, well, look at Cody and Drew McIntyre. It's like, oh, you can't fight him again. I guess he can. You know, you could just break this agreement. Is the simple way.
So I think in wrestling shows, it's like you know how you're gonna call out champion and challenge for the title, right? You can never do that again. But if you win a match that gives you a title shot, then you can challenge. I think.
Maybe, like
if you were like a Rumble or a cave or a Elimination Chamber or a Money in the Bank, then you can challenge.
But then, should you be putting those things? As well?
Exactly. Because otherwise, it's just like.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you can never challenge it for it again unless you win a #1 contenders match.
I would see as a motivation actually. Like this is the only way I can do it. Like Cena going, this is the only way I can go to Mania, winning the Elimination Chamber. It's the only way they can do it. That's the motivation to do so.
Unless then you get a petition like, you remember when like the Macho Man. Reinstatement, that's our plan. Reinstate the Macho Man kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe just do it like that as well, like where like you get the fans to actually come together and.
Okay, but the difference is.
Yeah, I was just about to say this is Hangman.
Well, no, the difference I was going to say when Macho Man was forced to retire, he literally shed his sensational Sherry skin and was back with Elizabeth. So everyone was like, he's changed now.
Yeah,
so there was like. It was like he was no longer the Macho King; he was Macho Man again.
Yeah,
you know?
True.
So that was the difference there. I don't know. Look,
I just
that
googled
match, you didn't see it. Sorry, what, Dev?
Sorry, I just googled the best merch sellers in the AEW, and
Yeah.
this list, like nearly everyone on this list is injured or gone in some way.
Who's
Adam
top
Page?
for you? Yeah.
Adam Page, Ospreay, Strickland, Kenny Omega, Tony Storm.
Okay, so Tony Storm literally, she was on. So Storm was on the pay-per-view, Page was on the pay-per-view, Ospreay returned at the pay-per-view, and I'm sure Kenny was on the pay-per-view, but not wrestling, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I heard.
He was busy promoting Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I'm guessing I'm working my way back into the loop of AEW. Let's talk a little bit about it. Like Dave Jervis Green, I should say, wanted to give a lot of thoughts on this, but I've got a feeling like he may make it very late or may not make it now. So let's talk a little bit about this stuff. So first of all, Adam Page MJF was a 46-minute match. It went on. I just checked the timing on it. It went on forever, and they did everything imaginable in it, including they did another syringe spot. Do you remember when Page and Swerve did that?
Yeah,
it's like, it's like that is absolutely.
Do you know what? You just telling me that, I don't even want to watch it.
See, I don't disagree with you. Like, if I had known that was on it, but they did everything imaginable in this match. They didn't.
Right.
They Tony Khan has still got the mindset of every match needs to have every. Oh my God! Speak of the devil. And wait a minute, Dave.
What's this speak of the devil malarkey? Sorry,
it's you. I literally we've avoided speaking too much about Revolution the whole show because I was like, Dave's got big opinions on it, and I was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it, so screw it. And then I was just like, they did the syringe spot. I'm checked out. No, I'm not checked out.
Yeah.
But
I did. I'll check it out. Just hearing it.
But no, the one thing I will say, Dave, first of all, how are you? Good.
I've been better, to say that. We've been a bit of a fractious week with illness and being around a lot of children, teaching them science stuff and being ill at the same time. So sleep deprived.
Just try to act normal, Dave. Try to act normal. Try to act normal.
That's right. Exactly.
Right.
That's the phrase. That's the phrase. But I will say that I've been trying to watch the show in and out of various things going on this evening. I will defend Dev's GIF. I think that's actually very good. I think it's very good, Luke.
No, but it doesn't loop. Is what I'm saying.
It does. It would do if it weren't for the giant Titantron in the background.
Does it? Hang on. Let's see. Is it the Titantron that jumps, or is it?
It's actually a perfect loop of Oba.
True.
Mate.
Just over, it's okay.
Okay, fair
Proof
enough.
positive. I will give credit where it's due, so don't worry. There we are.
Thanks.
Okay, now, okay, so Dave, let me give you a quick thought because this, my AEW Plus or whatever it's called, my AEW being a thing, I was like, okay, there is no reason for me not to get back on board with AEW because, like, it's great value. You used to pay, I think, more than this just for like the weekly shows, and now you get the pay-per-views with it and Ring of Honor and shit like this. It's crazy. But anyway, I had not seen a full AEW pay-per-view since one of the ones last year, and this was super refreshing. Like it started off with the end of the whatever battle royal with Jungle Boy, whose feet definitely touched the ground, by the way. And then it went into a Young Bucks FTR match, and that whole match, I was just like, shit, this is exciting. Like it was an exciting match, and I was like, wow, WWE need to up their game a little bit. They were doing a lot more. And then by the end of the pay-per-view, Adam Page and MJF, I was like, oh yeah, AEW, they do everything in every single match, so you win some, you lose some. But
I mean, I don't know if anyone's worked circle on it or given an opinion of the show yet, but
we wait for you.
Oh, thanks. Well, I'll just be the high man on this one because I thought it was a fantastic show overall.
It was just the graphic nature. Like, what did they do? They did a glass spot. They did the syringe.
Glass spot really early, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, well, they just did like they did everything in it, which, leave it all out there kind of thing. But the couple of things where real glass, as the famous quote goes, or syringes, stuff which is like actual stabby kind of stuff, I think goes too far for what I think wrestling needs to go. Sorry?
No fish hooks.
No fish tanks this time.
No fish tanks, yeah.
That's all right.
I also liked the fact they were sort of referencing CM Punk without referencing CM Punk when they brought the Doc on.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Like MJF going, no, not again, not again, not again.
Do you know what? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
No, overall, I really, really enjoyed the pay-per-view. I think FTR and Young Bucks won it first match though, on the show. I was so into that. I hadn't seen the build up to it as well. So when they came out and they'd got all of the young bucks, I guess, I'd never seen Malachi Buck or whatever their brother is before, right?
Yeah.
He something was he really didn't get into wrestling, did he? Right? But
he was a wrestler. He was a wrestler.
Okay, he was.
Yeah, he did Shikara with the Bucks. He did the King of Trios with them many years ago. He did a couple of PWG matches. He retired in 2011, so it wasn't like.
Okay, I was gonna say, well, he took a pile driver well, but
yeah.
So that's fine. But yeah, so I thought the stuff they did there, like Dax getting, I forget what he said now, where Dax got into the face of the ringside and stuff like this. It was all pretty good. Everything in that was pretty good.
Cesaro.
Who?
Cesaro.
Has he just signed? He is, but is he now in CMLL? Did I see that as being a thing?
Was he wrestling in CMLL on the weekend? I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in CMLL.
I haven't heard about him in a little while, so.
Yeah, he just he's done the dual contract thing, the same that Mystico's just done as well. So.
Right. Okay.
So obviously, Ronda Rousey turned up, teased something with Tony Storm, but Tony Storm's now injured, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the big whodunit.
Yeah. And what's that? Oh yeah. Okay, hang on. Here's a question. What's the deal with Mystico's theme music? Because it is like a love song on a novella. And it was I was like, is this the worst or the best theme tune ever to have for a wrestler, because it was. I don't mean actually best. It was terrible.
Well, I don't know. It's that thing of it's just a song that is insanely popular in Mexico, and it's just one of those sing along anthems, I guess, for that show and that group. And then they brought over to try and replicate an AEW. Because remember when they did the show from Mexico, the AEW Dynamite from Mexico, and they had him on there. That was like, that was like, it was him and versus MJF, wasn't it? And they sort of like just really like showcased how everyone was just loving this song in the crowd. And so then they brought Mexico to do the gauntlet match at All In the Texas that time. They sort of did the same thing where he came out like third or fourth or something like that, and had a stare down with MJF while the song was playing, and it was like pointing to the crowd, getting them to sing along, and you couldn't hear anything. It was like the crowd was like, "What's this?"
Kind of like, this ain't Judas.
Yeah. Any other particular highlights from go on, Dev?
I want to highlight Mark Davies. I haven't seen him in a while, but that match, he was amazing.
Did he get the pin?
Is it Davis? I thought, but yeah,
is it Davis or Davies?
Davis, yeah, Davis. Dunks of Davis, yeah.
He was doing things that nobody I've seen doing wrestling.
It's kind of like Javon Evans. Like some of the stuff he comes out with, like, how do you even think about that? You know.
I think it's the mental and physical flexibility of youth, I guess, is what you call it.
Okay, so we've got some comments here. The most recent one is Nia Jax and Lash Legends for live. So thank you for that. That definitely fits what we're saying here.
Sorry, just dropping off the thing there. My cats has suddenly just jumped on something and made a smash. So I was like, oh god, what's happened now?
Oh shit. Dave, just act normal, okay? Just act normal. If in doubt.
Actually, I'm going to go over here now, shall I?
Wait, what's that? What's that sound? Debbie does what? Right, okay. Now.
And I also like that the Mystico's team all came out and wrestled in masks.
Yeah.
Was it the mask thing? Yeah. It was.
Getting back to that comment though. Sorry, just going back to the viewer's comment. Isn't the tag match tonight? Is there a tag match tonight?
The Bellas, isn't it? Is the Bellas challenging them?
That's it. That's the one.
I have no idea what's happening on SmackDown tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be bad.
I think it's going to be a case where Charlotte and Alexa get involved.
Yeah. If Lash Legends has to carry a match.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. That's going to be interesting. I mean, the only way to realistically do that match is as a squash.
Yeah.
But obviously
you can't. When have you ever been worried about realism in wrestling, David? Come on.
No.
By the way, David, I wanted to say as well, though, I was coming in to saw the show was live, and it was just a shot of you and Gav. I did think, that's nice of David to do a tribute to Kurt Angle's cowboy hat.
It's too big. It's too big to be Kurt Angle's cowboy hat. Well, that's another thing. We were saying, is it JR, JBL, Village People? What are the other options? Obviously, it's Chuck Norris. So,
yes, it was. Could have been Stan Hansen. Just had a mouthful of chew and just been like Stan Hansen.
Yeah, hang on. What have I got here?
Remember when we did when it used to be the show used to be Super Kick Mania? We did those watch-alongs during the pandemic.
Yeah,
and there was a Stan Hansen segment with Missy Hyatt where he's like, she's trying to interview people in the men's locker room shower, and he comes out with his mouthful of chew and his cowboy hat, wearing a towel, going, "What you doing in here? Get out of here!"
What the hell show were we watching with Stan Hansen and Missy Hyatt?
It was a 90s WCW show. It had like Oz debut and
oh, okay. I
completely
don't remember this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow. Okay, so guys, what else, either from the AEW pay-per-view or what's coming up, what's been in the build to WrestleMania, because we are officially less than a month away to WrestleMania. Having a quick look, the confirmed matches are Brock and Ober, Jade and Rhea, Cody and Orton, which might have a couple of points to speak on because we obviously didn't do a show last week, and Orton has now turned heel. Morgan and Vicaire, and Punk and Roman.
Who was on the phone with Orton?
Probably his dad.
You think it's Dad? I think it could be Dad. I think that's the safe option, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be Ted DiBiase Jr., is it?
No, it's not going to be him.
Is he in huge legal trouble? Is
he's in big legal trouble. Oh God,
Big
yes.
time. Yeah.
Like, is it like literally like embezzling money or something from a church?
Yeah, from a charity.
Yeah.
For charity.
His brother Brett DiBiase, who, like, I don't remember, like me, is a very, very, very brief WWE run where he like saved Randy Orton title reign. He pled guilty. That's the word. Pled guilty, and he's going down for 5 years just for pleading guilty. So I mean,
if I was on that jury, I'd be like, it's not his fault. He's the son of the $1 million man. I'd be like, everyone's got a price, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
If I was on that jury, like within
if it was
3 hours.
If it was Gene Snitsky, I'd probably go with it. It's not his fault.
No, but like within 3 hours, they'd be like knocking on the door of the judge. They'd be like, look, this guy isn't taking it seriously. He's just making wrestling puns. All right.
Do we think that The Rock's coming back?
No.
No?
Well, maybe at some point, but now
That's
he's
not the person on the phone with. That wasn't the person on the phone with Randy, no?
That would be a really interesting thing if they were. Do you know what? It depends how. If they're not selling tickets and they suddenly want The Rock in as a referee or something,
and then all you hear is Fiend, Fiend, Fiend.
No. Right. Oh God. Speaking of the modern day celebrity Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman is going into the AEW, the WWE Hall. He should go in the AEW Hall of Fame because that would make as much sense. But apparently, Dennis Rodman, from his stint in the NWO, right, he's probably going to now be getting some NWO paychecks, whereas like Bischoff and Scott Norton and Stevie Ray is still not getting checks from it. But he's going into the Hall of Fame, which is just, have they really run out of celebrities for the celebrity wing that they have to go to someone that was never in WWE and maybe had one match at a pay, or did he even have a match at a pay-per-view? Like a tag match?
Yeah. Do you not remember the absolute spectacle that was him versus Randy Savage?
What, Dennis Rodman one-on-one with Randy Savage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. What was the like the basketball tag team match thing that they did?
Oh, I forget who that was.
Karl Malone?
Karl Malone, that was it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
He had a one-on-one match with Randy Savage.
Yeah, it was a big match for like Road Wild, I think I want to say.
I'm going to bring it
98 or 99. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but I think it's the same event that it was. It's the same event that was where Jay Leno wrestled. Same event as that one. I think. And yeah, it was. I've never seen the actual match, but it was based off of a lot of like the build up for it was very like hateful and really like women degrading situations and things like that. You know, Rodman like really like attacking like Macho's valets. I think it was like his valets were like Gorgeous George and I forget Miss Madness, was it Molly Holly before she was Molly Holly? I think were involved in that thing as well. So it was like, and that's what I've read and seen bits of. I've never seen the full match, but it's it was never it was I think it was the match they were building the pay-per-view off of.
Wow. I don't. Okay, so the tag match with this is his WCW career. I teamed with Hogan to face Lex Luger and the Giant. Then he teamed with Hogan to face Karl Malone and DDP, and then had a one-on-one match with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hall of Fame career, baby.
How long was that match?
Don't know. No idea.
Then again, Pete Rose is in there.
Good for him. The celebrity thing.
Yeah, Pete Rose is in there. Donald Trump is in there.
Is there any worthy celebrity in the celebrity wing of WWE Hall of Fame?
Well, I mean, you got certain things. I mean, I'm not a Trump supporter by any means, but I mean, Trump's in there not just because of the hair. Well, the hair versus hair match was like the biggest.
Where are you going with this, Dave?
Up to that point, wasn't it?
4 and 5.
And then 4 or 5 at Trump Plaza. Yeah.
When you start like the sentence with "I'm not a Trump supporter, but" right,
yeah,
like, where are you going?
Not a good look. Not a good look. I will say though, I think I'll just repeat what I said in the group chat. I think I see more. I see more in Crush being part of Demolition's induction than I do Rod McGain's induction.
What is your issue with Crush? How long was he in Demolition?
I don't have an issue with Crush. I will tell you right now. I saw a clip. I saw a link to an interview with Crush's son that went where he got interviewed about Demolitions being put in there, and he actually almost verbatim agreed with me that his dad didn't join Demolition until they were on the downward trajectory, and he said that Axe and Smash's induction is legit in its own right, in part that they were the record-breaking team. So yeah,
and I actually agree with you. I agree with you. When Crush joined, it was just like the only thing I did like about the Crush bit was SummerSlam when the Hearts won. That's about it. When the Hearts won the titles, yeah.
Well, they're doing some sort of weird thing where only in Vince McMahon's head would this have ever been a story and tried to make work, where they were doing this whole thing of, all 3 members of Demolition look exactly alike, and so they could switch in and out of anything. There's that weird bit in that match where Axe takes over from Smash, and it's like, the referee can't tell who it is. Oh no.
Yeah.
What is that? What?
Triplet magic.
Yeah. It's only been since there's been a case of 2-3 years that they've been teaming together that you've now decided I can't tell which one's Axe and which one's Smash.
No, this is a real thing. Okay, on the AEW pay-per-view, why are Matt and Nick Jackson now looking exactly the same? They both have the same color hair. I don't know which is which anymore. They look exactly the same now.
Wow.
One used to be blonde and one was a brunette, and now they are both brunette and they are both the same person. I swear to God.
I need them to do the Tell Me All of thing they did in Power Rangers, where the White Ranger had his hair loose and the Green Ranger had his hair up.
It doesn't help when they both blade during a match either.
Gosh.
Okay, hang on. So check this out, right? So Demolition debuted on January 4th, 1987. Crush joined and was in the group for 15 months from 1990 through to September 1991. That's long enough. Come on.
Hey.
September?
I didn't even think it was that long. It's probably on the house shows.
No.
Smash and Crush defended the title successfully versus the Rockers Saturday night's main event, July 1990. They lost the championship, so Crush may have been the one pinned there. In a 2-out-3 against the Hart Foundation, Axe left the main team shortly after. The duo Smash and Crush continued feuding with the Legion of Doom and others. Wrestled through WrestleMania 7 in March.
Yeah.
But they kept them around until September, according to this. So there you go.
Oh, really? Okay. I think they were off television by then, long before then.
Do you know?
I think their last match was WrestleMania match.
Do you know? But I take your point, but
all the Road Warriors in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
there was. I didn't have WWF on TV, so I would just see Coliseum home video, and you'd have the magazines. And Crush was the badass in it. They're all badasses, but he was bigger than the other two.
He was,
Crush. And by that point, also, Crush was a baby face. And I was like, yeah, Crush, he came from Demolition. So maybe he doesn't deserve it. But I always I
was going to say, I did like that transition afterwards with Crush. And it's because partly he had the Justice song. Sorry, just a different rendition of Sid Justice's song. So.
He did have a really similar song. So it was like ba 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 bow.
Yeah, I remember Crush's music. It was over. Crush himself at that point was over with me. I really liked him. It was great. But and
then Evil Crush versus Randy Savage.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I loved it. Randy Savage tied his feet up. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And he couldn't. Was that the first? Okay, hang on. What was that match? That was the first Falls Count Anywhere match I ever remember seeing.
Yeah.
And then he had to get back into the ring after the fall to answer a 10 count.
Yeah, because I think Vince McMahon must have seen that as too much of a wrestling stipulation to have Falls Count Anywhere. I think so. There's got to be something where they go in the ring. So we'll have the Falls Count Anywhere, but they've got to like get the pin and then get back to the ring within a minute or something like that. It was
it's
so
like
stupid.
What? So they get the pin backstage, then they don't get to celebrate in the. Maybe that was Savage. He's like, I don't get my music playing with me back. You know, it's like maybe it was from him. Dev,
is that one inspired the TNA Reverse Battle Royal?
Oh, Jesus. TNA.
I like the Reverse Battle Royal. I won't lie. I quite enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Not just okay. So, something I've been working on at the moment, and I'm going to start sharing within the next week, is like if you've seen them for like how I share like little geek trivia videos and stuff on Geek Battle. I've been doing some similar stuff for the Slam Jam channels, right, where I talk about random stuff. And there is one where I don't know when it'll be shared because I've filmed loads of these. But one of the ones I go on a rant about is how convoluted the TNA King of the Mountain match is, where there's like however many people in it, like 5, 8, who knows how many. And you have to pin someone, which would normally end a match. And the person you pin goes into a penalty box for 2 minutes. And only the person who has got the first pin is now eligible to win a reverse ladder match where you have to hang a belt onto the thing just to immediately take it back down because you've won. It's so convoluted. It's so convoluted. But go on, Dev.
I reminds me of a match that Eve, Pro Wrestling Eve just did at Wrestle Queendom, which was the Super Something 16, where it was like a battle royal. Sorry, say that again?
16 star something?
No, that was the Amira. That's the Amira match.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the match as well. Okay, no.
It's like Super 16 or something. It was like a battle royal, Royal Rumble, where entrants would come in one by one and get thrown over the rope, and the last 2 would have a normal match.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure I've seen that a bunch of times.
That was like a TNA gauntlet match, wasn't it? They'd have like
definitely
people in the match.
Definitely.
And
also, do you remember when like WCW or NWA would have like a 2-ring battle, like 2 over the top battle royals, and then the last 2, the winner of this match and the winner of that one.
Yeah.
Oh shit, guys! Act normally. I'm not trying to make that thing. Hopefully, you're just not. After the show, Dave's just going to take the frame off the wall and be like, "Why was this the thing?" Smashing it to the ground. Right, act normal. That's cat. Anyway, right. So I forget where we were. So Dennis Rodman is in the Hall of Fame this year. AJ Styles is in the Hall of Fame. I'll find out who the other celebrities are.
You know what? I need him to thank his mum 70 times, like Mr. T did.
I think
there you go. There's a celebrity worthy of being in there, Mr. T. There you go.
Yeah.
Isn't the story though that like Hogan had to chase him down and be like, "Please don't leave the building"? That he was just like, "I can't do this" just before the match.
I never heard that, but I believe it.
Yeah, I heard something like that. Where he's like, you think, you're built like Mr. T, and he's like, yeah, I look great. My stuntman's gonna step in and take this bump, and now suddenly it's like, yeah, now Rowdy Roddy Piper's gonna like poke you in the eye for real, and he's probably just like, yeah, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, because he had a big issue with him being there, Piper, and
really? Just like letting someone in the business.
Yeah, because he's not part of the business and whatnot, and he wanted to teach him a lesson, so. There's a bit of
and again, going back to when I was younger, there was like when they'd have celebrities in wrestling, like growing up, Mr. T, I just thought, yeah, he's a wrestler and he's in the A team. I just accepted it.
Yeah.
Who else? Was like Zeus. I didn't realize that Zeus was just the actor in No Holds Barred and he wasn't really a wrestler. And
did you not know that until he started wrestling?
And then, do you remember like when there was the NFL versus WWF Royal Battle Royals?
Yeah.
I was like every year, because when there would be like Battle Royals, I was like, where is the fridge? Where's the fridge back in here? Right?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
The funny thing is, a lot of the modern wrestlers, like I think modern, but like Samoa Joe, sorry, wrong Joe. Roman Reigns.
That was a good line. Yeah.
Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and Goldberg and stuff were failed football players.
Wait, Samoa. Oh no, Roman. Oh, sorry, I've been sons to the wrong Joe. Right. Yeah, they did NFL first.
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact,
was Ron Simmons in the NFL? Was Ron Simmons an NFL player?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably a few others. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. Like Trick Williams as well. I don't know if he was actually in the NFL, but he used to play American football. Yeah.
Like the Brock Lesnar has one distinction. He's been in a video game for 3 different types of sports.
Yeah.
So he's been as a UFC guy, as a wrestler, and a
Have you seen him in the NFL game though?
He looks blocky, doesn't he?
Yeah, he doesn't look anything like him. Brock. Oh shit, I didn't type it.
Did Brock actually play in the NFL though?
No.
Yes.
No. He was on the reserve team.
Yeah.
He never actually played. He didn't make it onto the main team, but he was in it enough to be in the video game. So Brock Lesnar NFL game.
They put him in a computer game just to sit him on the bench.
Yeah.
Basically.
Shit,
he's just a graphic in the background going.
Oh, here it is. It's quite low res. Oh, hang on. This might be the best one.
Of course it is. It's an NFL game.
Can I not get best? Oh, I'll bring it up. It'll do. Right. So there he is in the NFL game. In this, they need to somehow put Brock Lesnar as a playable character next time they do Sonic versus Mario Winter Olympics, just with special guest Brock Lesnar.
Well, Samoa Joe is in Yakuza, so that's possible.
Yeah. Well, and like we're saying, Kenny Omega is kind of in Street Fighter.
Yeah, because he mock-up Daleks and stuff.
They should just literally have had it, and joining this Street Fighter is Kenny Omega. I'd have been up for that.
Yeah. Although,
they should have done.
Yeah. Also, I want to use the Joe joke as a segue to the CM Punk promo.
Yeah. We kind of touched on it earlier, but that was the best line in it about Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'll call you Leaky because I'll call you Joe, but there's a Samoan called Joe that I respect more.
Okay, hang on. So what was the thing that Punk said about him? He came up with some sounded unless Roman Reigns' name was actually this weird Samoan sounding thing.
Okay, so his name was Leak. In WWE, his name was Leaky or Leaki before in NXT or FCW.
Leaky Joe. Oh wait.
Leaki.
Wait, are you saying that keep saying Samoa Joe? You keep saying that Roman Reigns' actual name isn't Joe. It's Leaky.
No, it's real. It's Joe. His real name.
No,
it's his
name's Joe, but his FCW name was Leaki.
No, check
his real name is Leaky.
Boom.
His Samoan name is Leaky.
Wow, I didn't know that. So all those years ago, when he was like, "I've got leukemia," and he was like, "My name's Joe," he was still lying to me. This is how he manipulates people in the.
What do you want him to say? My name's Joe, and I've got leukemia.
Yeah,
wow.
It wouldn't have had the same. It wouldn't have meant the same if he was just about to relinquish the title. And he's like, "My name's Leaky," right? And people are like, "What? What are you talking about?" Or Leety rather, not Leaky. That's something else. But no, that was the best moment in that. Where he was like Samoa Joe, and there's and he's a real Samoan or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't see any of that because I only watched the highlights bit. So all I really saw was the rebuttal and him saying and going all that stuff, and then going, "You're old," and Punk getting offended by that. And it's like, really? Are you that gotten to about your age, Punk? That you're going to like punch him on that? So I think Roman just won that one, didn't he? It's just like
I don't know if they were allowed to do it, but I really wish Roman said something like, "I don't know, man."
We touched on this just before you got on. Me and Gav were saying about this. Yeah. So first of all, Roman's only like 6 years older than Punk, which that's the thing.
Yeah.
And the weird thing
Roman's
is
6 years older than Punk.
Oh no, sorry. Back to front.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
There's 52.
Take it back. Right. Okay. No, Roman is 6 years younger than Punk, so there's really not very much in it between them. Obviously, Punk was about like, oh, you could be buried next to Seeker. I can't stand stuff like this personally. Saying it earlier, but when Undertaker was going to go against Punk, Paul Bearer died during that feud. And I can't remember what the angle that they were going for was, but then they pivoted to make it about Paul Bearer instead, which actually did help it. I can't remember what the angle they were going for, if it was just about the streak or something like this beforehand. But yeah.
To do with the ashes in the urn as well.
About the what?
The ashes in the urn.
Ashes or something as
well. Yeah, they probably went that way. Right, but
it ended up going, wasn't it? But yeah, I don't
go on, Dev.
Where, like near the end or something in the middle, Roman was like, "I know you. You like to cause problems, etc." And like, I really wish he said, "Don't make me go all out."
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. It's going to be what matches at Mania do we think is Roman and Punk the night 2 main event? It has to be, surely.
Has to be.
It's Roman, really. Cody versus Orton. I'm genuinely excited for. I want Orton to win that so badly.
Same.
I really want Orton just to be on that path.
And I think we touched on it in the chat. I think you said it, Dave. Like about it should have been Orton. Oh, sorry, it should have been Cody that turned heel. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously watched the segment or bits of the segment in the end, and saw this whole thing of Cody being like uber like nice about Randy and that whole thing, and that almost being the change because obviously they're advertising and they're doing the explanation like on SmackDown later, so we'll see what the actual explanation for it is. But I'm assuming it's something like him like reminding Orton of how like he sees him now and realizing that's not who I want to be remembered at. I want to be remembered as this killer and this dangerous man. So that's why he's snapped and gone back to his old ways. But it's like I say, I think that that it just would have been more refreshing. I've actually really enjoyed watching Orton as a face. I think it's been so good in the last few years. And I mean, there's obviously some arguments to say, well, you know, but he made his most effect was when he was a heel and things like that. But I found him boring. I found him boring as a heel most of the time. I didn't enjoy watching him work that way. And so I just think with Cody, it would be such a refreshment to him. I get the argument that they want him to be like the franchise player and he's the guy that's the one that the kids enjoy going to see and they buy his shirts and be that sort of Cena, like Austin Rock sort of level sort of like person, the franchise you put him in there with. And he is like probably out of everybody that's in that main event scene of Roman, Punk, Orton and him, he is the one you would go for. He's the younger guy. He is the fresher guy in the eyes of many of the fans and things like that. But I just think in terms of what would make a more entertaining sort of side of him, I think more likely that it would be a bit better with the Cody term. But that's just maybe being selfish, not really looking at every angle, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like how do I put this? With the Cena versus Orton match where they swapped like roles was amazing because of it. Cena was the heel, Orton was the face, and that never happened before, and that was like fresh. If we could have had face Orton and heel Cody, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. I think so as well. And plus, the thing is, because, like, again, I'm going to jump on what you just said there, Dave. Orton has been brilliant as a face. And, like, the thing is, it's got to a stage where he's actually matured. So, like, he's actually enjoying himself as well. And that comes across. So, I think it would have been better if he'd have stayed face and then won the title rather than turn heel just to probably lose. Or, I don't know.
I was gonna say it's like 2009 Orton as a person was a dick, like in real life he was a dick. So he could draw from that and become an amazing heel. But now he's matured and become a good person. He's become a good father. It's like it's harder for him to be a heel now because he's so much more likable as a person than he was. It's like the same with Roman, where they tried to turn him heel in 2006. And we got suffering succotash and stuff like that. And they did it again in like 2021. And we saw the maturity of the new Roman.
But do you know, also though, they kind of when they when you put Roman with Heyman, and also I think when you get put with Heyman probably works some magic so he can bring out the best of people. And even going back to that same promo I said where suddenly Roman, they booed him as he walked to the ring where he had to relinquish the title because of health reasons. And then he just spoke as him. And it was like, oh God, this guy can talk. You know, some people, Roman doesn't need to be scripted. Punk obviously doesn't need to be scripted. Some people might need to be scripted, but probably the ones who are best on the mic are the ones that you could just give them an idea and then they go out and speak. The Rock, Austin, etc., etc. You know, you don't. If you script them, then things are gonna. Now they're trying to be an actor and they're not an actor. Basically, you know, they're. You know, you get people you don't script them. Now, guys, if I can just interject here, we actually have an update on a random story that we spoke about earlier that I didn't know was going to be relevant today. Ted DiBiase Jr. found not guilty on all charges.
What?
And money laundering.
He's a phone call. He's a phone call. That's it. I believe it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I did not expect that.
Yeah. Okay. I think I've got like there might be a couple more things on this. So let's bring this up here because you see.
Wow.
As long as there's nothing weird on the screen, because damn Twitter. But look, it says here after hours of deliberations today, the jury returned a not guilty verdict. Been on trial. Blah blah blah. To commit wire fraud and commit thefts concerning programs receiving federal funds, 6 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds, and 4 counts of money laundering. Oh my God, had he been found guilty, faced up to 185 years in prison. That's absolutely insane. I think this proves one thing beyond all. That
everybody's got a prize.
Everyone's got a prize. Yes, you knew where I was going with that. Yeah. Wow. Shit, that is insane. Wow.
Poor Brett.
185 years. God, this is
Brett. What are
Brett.
Oh my.
They sacrificed his brother.
Wait, what about his brother?
Oh, I said earlier, Brett DiBiase. He's like guilty. He's getting 5 years.
Is his brother in prison though?
Yeah. Well,
he's the whole same thing.
Wow, that's interesting.
I think that's right. I might have to say allegedly again. Sorry, I think that's right. I think
you're right.
He's getting 5 years.
Is in prison.
I think I heard the same thing.
I can't even remember a Brett DiBiase, if I'm completely honest.
He was in some
So one of the other things I've got here, this isn't much of an update, but these are apparently the list of if people are okay for another couple of minutes, I think we've covered most things, but since I found this now, these are the list of the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Oh, great! Here we go.
The first, and I think this is in order as well. The first was Pete Rose, who had that long-running feud with Kane. Bob, I can't even remember how this is pronounced. Bob Uecker. There you go. I can't even remember who that is. If I'm honest, I don't remember who it is.
It's like the Andre Strangle.
Yeah. Drew Carey. That has to be the worst. He was in the Royal Rumble, did nothing, climbed out the ring.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson, Okay, him, Mike Tyson,
Mike
him
Tyson.
and Austin. You know, it's a shame that didn't become a match. But obviously that was a big part. Well, yeah, okay, like. No, we know that Tyson can work fights after what he did with Jake Paul. So, you know, we know that he can work fights.
Oh, sorry. Can I just pause you 1 second, David?
Yeah.
I've got to tell you this. Just because my wife and I were on a bit like a bit of a random sort of like finding things. I can't remember how we started talking about Mike Tyson, but we remember a couple of things that we've seen about Mike Tyson in the last couple of years. And she asked me about yeah, I think Evander Holyfield's name might come up in a quiz or something like that we're watching, and he said, and my wife said, "Is that the guy who Mike Tyson bit the ear off?" And I went, "Yeah." So we're just talking about what was going on there, and so she decided to look it up and all that sort of stuff. So apparently, not only have they both men defended each other in their retirement, but they also brought out a product together a couple of years ago called Holy Ears. Well, they got Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson sitting in giving each other, exchanging Christmas presents. Evander gives him an iron as a present, say, "I'm glad we ironed things out." And then and Mike Tyson gives these big sweets, these confectionery sweets things that are like in the shape of an ear with a chunk bitten out the top of it.
Yeah.
And they're called Holy Ears. And there's a whole video of it, which is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I think it was a Super Bowl commercial or something, where Mike Tyson delivers his ear to Evander Holyfield.
Oh,
God damn! Like, okay, if you're at Evander Holyfield, there must have been a lot of money because I could not work. If one of you bit my ear off, like, I don't think I could work with you again. That'd go against it. But anyway, so in 2013, Trump was that was like 3 or 4 years before he became a president.
Yeah,
and he was in the Hall of Fame. How weird.
Yeah.
And he kind of he didn't have a match, but he kind of was he ran Raw, and he had obviously the Umaga Bobby Lashley match with him shaving his head.
Who's the one before Trump? Sorry,
Tyson.
And the one before Tyson was
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
I think I was there for that one.
Oh wow! What, for Drew Carey?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, you got the bad year, Gav. You got the
bad
year. Right. Yeah. Well, imagine being there when it was like 2013, Trump's being inducted, and you're just like, oh, I hope this guy never gives a speech again. But anyway, Mr. T gave an award-winning speech where Kane came out in the end.
To shut him up.
Did he give the longest speech? It was him or Hillbilly Jim. Hillbilly freaking Jim gave. No. Okay, right. Of the people that shouldn't be giving main event speeches, I mean, like Undertaker went an hour. That killed me. Right.
And I think Triple H topped him.
Probably. I never watched it. That was last year, wasn't it? I never watched it.
Yeah, I think Flair beat them both, though.
Oh, wow.
Flair beat them both, didn't he?
The Governator was the next year, Arnie. And then Snoop Dogg 2016. I understand that one. Kid Rock, did he just do a song? Was he actually involved in it ever?
Yeah, he done a lot of songs.
Involved in it? Just a song. William Shatner. Surely William Shatner didn't deserve it, but I'll give him a pass. He's William freaking Shatner.
He punched out the Road Dogg. He's fine by my book.
He punched out the Road Dogg. I don't remember that. I need to look that. Ozzy Osbourne 2021.
Who?
Oh, Ozzy Osbourne cornered the British Bulldogs WrestleMania 2. I do remember that now. I read that.
Yeah.
Andy Kaufman, there you go, in 2023. And then Muhammad Ali, he guest refereed. He had a boxing wrestling match with Inaki or whoever. He's again someone that deserves it. And then apparently there was no one in 2025.
I remember.
Apparently no one.
Yeah. Biggest celebrity on that Hall of Fame year was Bret Hart's smirk.
Bret Hart's
smirk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Best part of the whole WrestleMania show. That was pretty.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
I don't know. So, like, some of them. Oh, actually, I missed one. So, the refrigerator was there in 2006.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So, the fridge deserves to be there, right? The refrigerator.
Yeah. Like LT would have been in there as well.
Did he get into trouble though?
Oh, did he? Oh.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. He's
right.
damaged goods, I think now.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, they probably would have put him in there, but I don't think they haven't.
Yeah, and again, like WrestleMania 11, I was just like, yeah, he's a wrestler now, and then you never see him again, ever again.
Worst WrestleMania for me. Sorry.
Do you know what? Worst WrestleMania? It kind of was, right?
It was a terrible WrestleMania, that one.
Well, my attitude of WrestleMania 11, I was like, Shawn Michaels. I was still hot over the British Bulldog music being played. And then I was like, what is this little scrawny Shawn Michaels, pretty boy, going against Diesel? I was like, Diesel's going to destroy him. But there you go. Right, guys. Go on, Dev. What have you got for us?
Quickly, speaking of like Hall of Fame, it just made me remember something really stupid. The vice president for Joe Biden was called Kamala Harris. Kamala, the wrestler, real surname is Harris. So when I first saw Kamala Harris, I was confused.
That's amazing.
Well, she hit her tummy as well.
No, don't get them confused, whatever you do.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, good. Now, let's have a look here. So, post NFL life, Lawrence Taylor, tax issues, Hall of Fame, autobiography, legal trouble. So, it's quite a long bit. So, who knows? Okay. Oh, he was arrested again. Ooh. Okay, well, maybe he won't get in the Hall of Fame. But
yeah, because there's no felons in the Hall of Fame whatsoever, are there?
Well, just Mike Tyson.
I think that's a requirement.
Was Donald Trump convicted of something? I can't remember.
Epstein.
I really want Kim Jong-un to be inducted for the Clash in Korea. For Clash in Korea. The WCW.
Yeah.
Oh, Collision in Korea. Sorry, I misheard what you said. Sorry.
Have you seen that Dark Side of the Ring episode about that?
No, I have. Yes.
No, I need to.
Fascinating.
It's not actually. There's not actually a whole lot of meat on the bone there, but it's still interesting. Where Bishop's like, I just decided to go out for a run in the morning, and you think in North Korea they probably looked at him. They hadn't ever seen like a white person, and they were just like, what the hell is this? You know? And then he was just like, I'm about to get arrested and killed because that is like a unique place on earth where no one has ever really been there. And then was it like Scott Norton and Bagwell or Meng or something like this getting into a brawl or something?
How many people did Meng kill?
Did who kill?
Meng.
I don't think Meng's killed anyone.
Well, if he's getting into a brawl, it's more likely going to happen that he's going to be on the wrong side of the winner.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, any other breaking news? Let's see if there's any breaking news before we tap this one out, guys. But anything from you? What have we missed?
AJ Lee and Becky. That's about it, I think. But
what about Becky?
It's just that she's come back again, and it's looking like it's going to be her and AJ at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I should imagine.
NXT are doing a nepotism faction.
Royal. What's the nepotism matchup?
Because it has Santina's daughter, Finley's other son, William Regal's son, and someone else.
Pillman's son.
Pillman's son, yeah. And they showed William Regal and Finley helping them as well.
Yeah, they made it on screen.
What's the faction called? Sorry.
Birthright or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, Birthright.
I'll say as well, we'll just leave it as it is, but Ohio Valley Wrestling and Al Snow, what a fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's all I'll leave. I'll just leave it at that one.
How did so I kind of skipped through it because again I don't want to see it was horrible to watch, right?
I don't watch it. Yeah.
The guy was meant to get like someone jumped off the top rope, hit the referee. I'm guessing that was meant to happen, but I'm guessing he just slammed his head or something.
To hurt himself.
Yeah.
And then they wrestled around him, but then there's a point where a guy looks down to him and then sort of flips him over or something.
He's convulsing and
it's like kicked him away. He kicked him away.
Yeah.
He didn't like push him. He didn't like respectfully push him out of the way, or like safely. Yeah, they literally like disrespectfully kicked him out of the way.
Now, the only thing I can say, because I skipped to the end of the video, is that they seem to cut the show at that point, right? Or did they not? Or was
No.
that the end of the show anyway?
Oh, yeah.
It was probably an end show, but the fact that the match went on for like 5 minutes while it was happening was like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
No, he's lucky.
Yeah, now no.
to
The reason I say he's a joke is he's trying to excuse it in his statement, saying, "Oh, because usually this sort of thing happens. They go at the discretion of the referee. Well, what do they do when it's the referee who's the one that's in the situation? How about a fucking official on the side or someone, the director, come out front and say, stop the fucking match. Let's get this guy to hospital. When blatantly he's not selling. He's not selling being like this stuff. It angers me that these people are in charge of people's health. Sometimes it's like you take for granted that it's just all taken for granted. Anyway, I don't want to end the show on the sound note. But
well, no, yeah, like I thought it was really bad. Like, you know, accidents happen. It's not ballet, but it took them far too long for. And look, the wrestlers in the ring, you know, they should know by being wrestlers. Oh, this guy's got an issue, sort of thing.
The first thing you get taught as a wrestler, the first thing you get taught is to protect the other person. That's what you get taught. You know, so like to see that, it's just sick. Sorry.
Yeah. And because I don't want to end on that, I want to also add that the AAA recently had the AAA Rare Reyes pay-per-view, and introducing your new King of Kings champion, El Grande Americano.
The new what champion?
King of Kings.
King of Kings champion.
In what? In AAA?
Yeah.
Okay, what is a King of Kings champion? What does that mean?
It's their annual tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a tournament. And they're trying to book a real El Grande versus fake Grande feud. And hopefully it ends during Mania.
Yeah. But you know what? I want Chad Gable to come back as Shorty G rather than be like, I know he started this gimmick, but Kaiser owns it now, basically.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the original El Grande Americano.
And I don't want to see it.
If you're not doing that character as a heel, what's the point?
And don't want to see him in a thong either. Sorry.
Oh shit! Yeah, like what a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, was bad. Where's the black screen then? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I blacked out there for a minute.
We should have blacked out on that as well.
And you know, he's lucky he was even wearing the thong, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But, he had an unfortunate wardrobe malfunction.
I guess he was cursed.
There you go, yeah.
Do you know what? Maybe Danhausen will continue to get over, but
he is the best
t-shirt
seller in the company by a mile.
He's been very WWE-ized at the moment, where you are, and I'm like, okay, this is take it. It's 3 words, but it feels like I know what's coming, and it was all right. I want to see it be. I want to see him what he's going to do in the ring.
He's not going to go in the ring.
Whatever.
Hopefully not.
The one thing I want to see happen with him is like the week before WrestleMania. Like I want there to be a pull-apart feud between, or like a fight between Punk and Roman, and then you see Roman backstage, and he bumps into Danhausen, and then the reason Roman loses to Punk at Mania is because he curses him.
Yeah.
Although
I think bad because he stole LA Knight's thing of LA Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, someone else must have like the pacing out 3 things. That can't surely be a LA Knight original idea. But anyway, let's find out. Dev, where can the people find you?
People can find me on TikTok and Twitch on the name FWDAT.
Awesome. Gav.
Find me here next time. And YouTube, I forgot the name of it. Best Family Adventures. That's the one. Yeah.
Amazing. Dave.
David Jones Green on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok, and LAPD Improv for your police-based improv needs. We are doing a live show next Friday at Caddy's in Comedy Club in Southend, so come see.
Awesome. I'm David Pisansky. Follow me on everything Slam Jam related. Look out, because within the next week, there will be lots of Slam Jam shorts where I will be saying wrestling trivia, wrestling theories, and a lot of very bad wrestling jokes. Watch out for those, because I have a lot of them. Bad puns. Now, the other thing I'll say just before we wrap up is I've noticed that Dave, Gav, Dev, Dave, we are...
The V's are back.
The V's are back. Right. We need one more with the third letter being V. Right. We need like someone who we need like a Beverly or something. So we've got Bev as well. Maybe.
On a side note, we need Ian back. Ian, where are you? Please let us
Yes,
know.
Ian. Come. We miss you.
And she needs Bev.
Well, yeah, exactly. But hopefully we'll anyone Bev out there or what's another Neville. Pack. We'll have Neville on the show.
Okay,
right. Yeah, Dev, Gav, Dave, and Nev. Right. Okay, that's awesome. Until next time, stay safe, always stay extreme, keep slamming and jamming your Slam Jam bronies, and we're off the air.